everyone, I'm so excited because today I'm back with a little cutesy demure autumn haul, and also I haven't gone thrifting in a very long time, so this video has just been a long time coming, you guys. I feel like I'm in my final form, just so ready for autumn. This was so much fun for me, and I mean, it was fun but also daunting because I also brought a camera with me to vlog, and that was very awkward, especially because I've been out of commission, so I'm not used to it. Also very mindful and demure is Prayed for reaching out to me to sponsor today's video. Woo, yeah. Thank you so much to Parade for reaching out, especially to a girl who was in dire need of new bras. I don't know how I've managed to go through decades of life without knowing how to properly shop for a bra, and I just feel like shopping for something that is a daily necessity shouldn't be this hard, and yet somehow it manages to be that way. This one is their Support Lift Plunge Bralette in the shade Ballet Slipper, and it is honestly the smoothest, most buttery soft fabric I have ever graced my boobage with. It is so comfortable and it lifts me in the best way. Like, look how stretchy this fabric is, y'all. It literally doesn't have a single thing that would snag on my skin. You know, like when there's extra hook and eyes or lace that's just too rough, you don't have to worry about any of that with this. I actually wore this during an 8-hour shift the other day, and y'all, when I perceived the bra that I was wearing in the middle of it, I realized I felt good. I felt good. It looked great under my clothes. Everything was just snatched up in the right way. And if you can't tell, I don't really have a lot to work with, but this somehow manages to just lift it all up while also just being comfortable and not feeling like it's, you know, digging into my skin in any way. I do have a code for 50% off their entire website. But treat yourself. You deserve a nice bra. I think everybody does. I'm just not getting back into doing this, so any support that I get on my code would be honestly everything. When I tell you guys, I was so nervous I wouldn't find anything that day. I mean it. Like, I took a moment before I started thrifting to pray to the thrift gods. I was blessed. I found this little Aritzia skirt at Red, White, and Blue Vintage by their in-house brand Wilfred, and it's got this nice little elastic waistband, very sturdy, and then it pleats out into this beautiful skirt that also has lining on the inside. Usually, like, the skirts that I have are more cotton, so they're stiffer and they don't have this like nice little swoopy flow situation. It just kind of glides in the air as I wear it. Definitely my favorite thing about this skirt is this little ditzy floral with the browns and the orangey red color just kind of sprinkled throughout. I think it's going to be a really great skirt for autumn. Kind of just been imagining myself wearing this with like a brown sweater, one that I actually thrifted. Now, I will say that one of my complaints about Red, White, and Blue Vintage is that they put the hard tags in the wrong spots for a lot of garments. It has a little bit of a snag on it because of the hard tag that was placed like right smack dab in the middle of it. All you have to do is put the hard tag on a side seam, like a place in between a seam where if, for example, it just like gets caught a little bit, it's not a big deal. But this one's like right at the center of the waistband at the front, and that is just so sad. I did get myself a loungewear piece because I just could not help myself. It's such a good quality piece, and it was brand new, y'all. Still had the buttons attached with like the little tag and everything, and I tried it on and fell in love. This one's originally from Free People, which probably could have gone for around like $60 plus, easily brand new, but I got it for around like maybe $10 or something. I have to look at the receipt because I know that they were doing 50% off for both Red, White, and Blue Vintage, and also some pieces from myunique. It's just a little Henley. It's a little bit more of a sheer item, so I'd probably just wear this with like a nice lacy bralette underneath, or even just with some like lounging shorts or something around the house if I'm wearing it indoors. And this one's very interesting because it's 50% linen, 50% cotton, and I don't think I've ever seen like a knit fabric made of linen before. Not much else to say. Very good top, very solid. I don't know what it is, but every time I start like filming a video, it ends up getting really cloudy, so I'm sorry about the moody vibes, but also I feel like it's nice for autumn. It kind of just goes with autumn anyway. So another myunique piece, I got this Jones New York cardigan with these big chunky buttons at the front, just 3 of them. They don't go all the way down, which I was sort of a little bit hesitant about. You know, I like having my button down situation all the way buttoned down. It's actually really nice. It kind of gives it a little bit of a capey look, if that makes sense, where it's just sort of, you know, tied up here and looser at the bottom. I love how it drapes on me, and it is also giving very strong grandma crocheted sweater vibes, which I love. This is the sweater I imagine wearing with the skirt that I showed y'all earlier. I think it's just gonna be a really, really nice layering piece, maybe to wear even like underneath a blazer or something like that. I don't know, it's just a good solid piece. This is also 100% cotton, so more natural fibers, something I've definitely been heavily leaning towards because, you know, it's better for your health and it's more breathable and it'll last you better. And then we have this lovely majestic collared sweatshirt piece. This was the first item I found, y'all. I was so proud of myself that day. I just could not believe my eyes when I saw this there. It's Brandy Melville sweatshirt. It fits me, like actually fits me. This is just so fashion forward. She's so mindful, very, very demure. I need to stop with that. I am just a huge sucker for a collar already attached to a sweater because I don't have to worry about layering it. And two, it just kind of makes it look more put together, which I think is something that the sweater definitely needed since it's very shapeless. I also rolled up the sleeves. There have been flies flapping. Anyway, I've already wore this, so I rolled up the sleeves and then I wore it with a little skirt underneath, so I'm going to show it to you guys kind of styled together that way. Give it a little bit more of like a frocky look. It is just like the perfect transition from summer to autumn. I'm being ravaged by fruit flies. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm upset and I can't do anything about it. They're so tiny. They're so fast. They mock me to my face.
Hi.
I don't think y'all are ready for this next piece. I really popped off with her.
She is a little stinky though. Don't tell her he said that.
I found this J. Jill suede jacket, and I think my favorite thing about it is this little fluttery trim that it has all along the collar, the center front, the hem, the sleeves. But she has been through things, and I can really tell, especially when it's this close to my nose. But also the buttons are all green now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take her to a dry cleaner, just pray for the best, and then replace the buttons by hand, which I think will actually be worth it. I remember years ago, I got myself a suede jacket. I never wore it because I think it was because of the stink too, but I don't think I ever took it to the dry cleaner, as gross as that sounds. I also just wasn't aware that you could take suede to a dry cleaner at the time. I think a good staple in your closet is to have like a nice sturdy leather piece, and this is just the one that's calling out to me right now, so I'm just hoping that whatever I do will save her because she was so worth it. And in good thrift haul etiquette, I have definitely saved the best for last, so clench your booty cheeks and get ready for what you're about to see. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I found this blazer and I'm kind of obsessed with her. I love the fabric. I love how subtle it is. I don't know, sometimes blazers have a little bit too much orange in them or pops of color, but this one is just subtle enough to blend into whatever else I'm wearing. It's a great like top coat sort of layering piece, and I just love the condition it's in. Originally, it's from this brand called Heartloom, and I'm sure most of you guys have experienced the feeling of uncertainty when you place your hands into the pockets of things you got at the thrift store, but I don't even have to worry about that because this one has sealed pockets still. So I'm just gonna have to, you know, take a little, what's it called, those seam rippers, and just get through it and open it up. My hands will be the first to touch the inside lining of these pockets. I think my favorite part about it is that you can actually gather the sleeve with this ribbon that it has on it. Technically, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be hidden, but I went ahead and just folded it up and revealed this beautiful piping that it has here with a little bow at the sides. I feel like that just kind of adds a little bit more to the jacket. The only downside to this is I'm not sure if the shoulder pads are too much. Like, I asked Steven, he said they look fine, so I'm gonna have to ask y'all what you think. Like, should I take them out? Should I leave them in? Does it look fine? Because I already have pretty broad shoulders, so I don't know if I want to add more to what I have, if that makes sense. All right, friends, so that concludes my thrift haul for today. Yay! I'm so happy to be back, and I know that my uploads have been a little bit slower than usual. It's just I've been very busy with work and they've been needing me a little bit more than I expected for my part-time job. So right now I'm kind of working with them to just schedule myself a little bit less on less days and more hours on the days that I am working. That way it just kind of balances itself out better, and so I can just be more present here. Let me know what you would like to see from me moving forward. I'm always open to just your ideas because sometimes I get a little stuck. Thank you so much for showing up and hanging out with me today and just being awesome for doing that. And so much love to Parade for sponsoring today's video because it definitely helps me do what I love. And again, if you would like to treat yourself to some bras, you can get 50% off their entire website with my code Diana50. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.